Hey motherfuckers, so I'm not feeling well today. I know people can never tell, but I'm foggy brained. And the bad part about having celiac disease is that it's affecting your inside, so your outside, you look all normal. But I'm pretty fucked right now. But I have to make a video like I said, so this is my video. So I want to talk about Maxi pads, store-bought Maxi pads. There is a gel. There is an ingredient, a chemical inside store-bought Maxi pads that takes your it's gonna sound gross, and it's not even. I guess I'm talking to the people that they're in the matrix so heavily that when you talk about something natural, they think it's dirty. It's blood. So it turns the blood that drops onto the pad into a gel. The benefit of that is that it won't spill over because it's gelatinous. Okay? Now, I have suffered from urinary tract infections since when I was married, 2002. I didn't have them before 2002. Then all of a sudden I started having them. Now, I've been using Maxi pads, store-bought Maxi pads, since I started my period. Okay? Why it started affecting me up into 2002, who knows? Maybe my system finally got tired. Maybe this is not even the cause of why I get urinary tract infections. I just know that if it's not good for me and people are dying from it, if you look online and type in women dying from Maxi pads, you're going to find that. Then I'm going to remove it. So what are my options now? That's what has kept me from not doing it. My options are to buy a cup that you stick up in your vagina. Now, I once stuck one thing up there other than a dick. And I was so sick. When I was 15, I put a tampon. See, I don't even know what they're called. That thing that goes up there, un tapon, a tampon. And I was so sick within 30 minutes. I literally was having toxic shock syndrome. I felt so sick. I felt like I was going to throw up. My friend said, take it out. As soon as I took it out, I felt back to normal. Okay. So they're saying stick a little cup, like a plastic cup that kind of it serves as a reservoir to catch all the blood. But then I guess things are going to drip. So I guess my point is, if I do stick something up there, and they're recyclable, so I just have to get over the fact that my blood is natural. I'm going to wash that underneath the sink. I just have to get over it. Okay? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick that little cup up there and put a pad, feminine napkin that's natural, all cotton. If you look online, everybody's saying that you need to use cotton flannel. All right? Now, you can make your own, which I'm not good at, or you can buy them. Are they expensive? Yes and no. They're expensive up front, but it's kind of like buying organic food. You're not paying high prices for medications. So you're doing preventive measures is what I'm trying to say. People always complain about the price of buying organic, but then they go buy a latte at Starbucks for $4 or $5. Okay? You're paying so that you don't have to pay later on with your health and to these pharmaceutical companies and these doctors. All right? So that's option number one. Number two is to just use a pad, the reusable kind that you can buy. But because there's no gelatinous chemical in there, you have to be very careful, especially if you bleed a lot, and you never know when you're going to bleed a lot. Okay? To keep them in place, they have these little snap-ons. That bothers me. You can go old school and use a belt. The belt goes like this around the waist and then up and down the coochie, up the ass. And use that like they did in the old days. All right, motherfuckers, and in closing, I want to say that I did go online for you guys looking for some sexy designer elitist type of maxi pads that's going to make me feel attractive, that's going to not just be attractive, but it's going to have some kind of belt since we're not going to be able to use adhesive. I didn't find anything except for Fashion by He, He, Fashion by He, and then I couldn't find it again. But it was only sexy. To me, it wasn't very practical. So not only must it be sexy and designer, it must be practical, meaning it's gonna give you an indication that it's getting full. And maybe that's why they keep everything a light color, because most of these reusable feminine napkins, they're a light color. I don't like that shit, okay? Because if you don't clean up that pad right away, you're gonna get stains. So why can't it be like a maroon? Why can't the reusable feminine napkin be a maroon color, right? Something that matches the blood, but you can still see that whether it's full or not, something like that. So if anybody's listened to this and they got money to create the future, there's a niche. That's it. Let your blood flow free, motherfuckers, bitches, everybody. All right, bye. Mwah.